Hey Canucks fans, it is Canucks game day, and as Brock Boeser supplanted JT Miller as the number one trade target from the Vancouver Canucks. I'm Canuck Clay, and this is my Canucks take all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary for Thursday, February the 17th. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. Thanks to everyone who joined me for my live stream last night, right after the conclusion of the big Team Canada women's gold medal win over the United States 3-2. I talked about how that game was a little bit similar to how Vancouver beat Toronto 3-2 in the Canucks last game back on Saturday night. It was a 3-2 victory. We had Demko, they had Debian. They both were number 35. It was Toronto, i.e. the US, outskating Vancouver, i.e. Canada, outshooting. But overall, the Canucks, i.e. Team Canada, much more opportunistic with their offensive chances and holding on for victory. So there's some quick comparisons for you. But yes, it was a great win last night for Marie-Philippe Poulin and the rest of Team Canada. It was awesome to see. Okay, Canucks play tonight for the first time since Saturday night. Their 3-2 victory over the Toronto Maple Leafs. They have a quick one-game road trip in San Jose. The two biggest lineup changes, both of them are going to make a big difference. Quinn Hughes coming into on the blue line back after his COVID bout, his latest one, and then Matthew Highmore joining his buddies Lamico and Mott on the Canucks fourth line. So the Canucks should line up like this: Horvat, Miller, and Boeser on your top line, Pettersson, Podkolzin, Höglander on your second line, Pearson, Dickinson, Garland on the third line, and like I said, Lamico between Mott and Highmore in our favorite fourth line. Then on D, you have Oliel and Myers, and it sounds like, according to what Quinn Hughes said, that and he expects to be playing with Schenn, so perhaps it's going to be Oliel, Myers, Hughes, Schenn, and then you have Hamonic on the right, and then one of Burrows or Hunt. Hunt is a natural lefty. Burrows is a right shot guy that can play on the left side. My guess is Burrows brings a lot with the way that he hits. He's a different type of player than Hunt, who's a little smaller and maybe a tiny bit of skater. My guess is going to be Burrows if you had to pick one. So I'm just guessing it's going to be Burrows and Hamonic on your bottom pair, or maybe that's going to be Hunt and Hamonic. Regardless, we know that the biggest news on the blue line is that Hughes is rejoining the team. What's crazy about that, he stayed in the States. He skated back home in Michigan and working out with his dad, who's obviously a coach, got a good hockey mind on him. So he stayed in shape, worked hard in advance, in anticipation of returning to the Canucks tonight. Then what Bruce Boudreau said is Hughes will be on the plane with the team heading back tonight after the game in preparation for their Saturday night game against the Anaheim Ducks. But who knows what the border services are going to say? Who knows what Canadian officials are going to say? We hope that he's done his quarantine and that he, with the new rules, he's just got to produce a 24-hour rapid test. So here's hoping that he gets to play on Saturday and that he doesn't get caught up like Bo Horvat did with the cross-border another 5 or 10 days. So we'll see. Let's worry about that after tonight's game. But for tonight, we know that Quinn Hughes re-enters the lineup, and obviously all the good things he does. Eats up so many minutes, power play quarterback, even though Oliver Ekman-Larsson is really good on the power play, and especially just a one-man entry and exit zone machine, and all of his edge work, his skating, his walk in the line, all the things that we love about Quinn Hughes that we've missed over the past few games. Although last week the Canucks went 2-1 without him. So, but you're obviously a lot better team with him in the lineup. So Thatcher Demko net, of course. So I'm going to give a score prediction of, I like to go with 4-2, but I'm going with 3-1. I think Demko's going to come up big, stop all the San Jose Sharks shooters except for one. So I'm going 3-1 Canucks, and I'm going to go JT Miller scoring the first Canucks goal. So there's my score prediction. Would love to know yours and your prediction of the first Canucks goal score. 3-1 Canucks, JT Miller scoring the first goal, like I said. If you're at my live stream last night, you'll know that I mentioned that I probably won't be able to watch most, if not all, this game. I'll be playing the piano for a funeral service. It's a prayer service tonight, and it's a funeral mass tomorrow for my dear friend Yanta. Thank you for those of you reaching out. 38 years old, passed away from breast cancer, an eight-year battle with breast cancer. So we pray for the repose of Yanta's soul, for her husband Chris and their entire family, and I'll be blessed to join them in their grieving and then in their celebrating of her life tonight. One other thing I want to talk about real quick. Actually, speaking of healing and getting better, good news, Jack Rathbone, apparently it looked a lot worse than it was last night after being stretchered out, lying motionless on the ice for over 10 minutes after being hit by Colton Sevier. But apparently, he would travel with the team immediately after going to the hospital. So, or he joined the team at least. So, not as serious as it looked. It looked pretty darn scary last night after getting hit from behind into the boards. But maybe concussion, whiplash, those type of things, which is a lot. Well, concussion's not, but whiplash or even a sore neck is a lot better than spinal injury or upper body injury or anything like that. So that's good news for Jack Rathbone, who has the best of luck when it comes to injuries this season. Last thing I want to talk about really quickly, we know that JT Miller, his trade value, 2 years left, well, this year and next year, a $5.25 million contract. We know why he'd be such a desirable trade target for many teams throughout the league. But there's been a lot of chatter around Brock Boeser, and not surprisingly, given Brock Boeser's contract ends this season as opposed to Miller next season. Brock Boeser is a RFA as opposed to UFA. He's making 5.8, 5.9 salary cap hit on average, but his qualifying offer, because of his salary, the cash amount, has to start at $7.5 million. That's a lot. 7.5 for a guy who's not the most consistent, who does a lot of things well. I like Brock a lot, but you're going to have to make some really tough decisions, as I've been talking about for the past few months, between Brock, JT Miller, and Horvat, all guys that are likely stand to make $7.5, $8 million, depending on the length of the contract, of course. So it's complicated, because is the team going to try and negotiate with Brock and sign something before that qualifying offer? Is the team trading for Brock? Do they want assurances that Brock will sign with them at this amount before they tender their qualifying offer? Whatever it may be, it's not as simple as simply moving pending UFA for assets. No, this is he's still going to be he's ending this second 3-year contract, so 3 + 3. He's still an RFA at the end of this contract, and therefore subject to a 1-year qualifying offer of $7.5 million. So with Brock, you get someone who can be an elite scorer, someone who works hard, not the fastest skater, but really good on the boards, great hockey IQ, great in the room, good in the community, all those type of things. Someone that you want in your top 6 for sure. But it's going to come down to, like many decisions are going to come down to for Alvin and Rutherford, is he going to be worth the money going forward? That's the question you got to ask about JT Miller, about Brock. That's the question you asked about Pettersson and Hughes and Demko and signing their extensions. So that's always what it comes down to, is can you outplay your contract, and should you be around this team when the team hopes to contend in 2 or 3 years? So something to keep an eye on. We hear Patrick Alvin saying there's no rush. They got 5 weeks until the trade deadline. But you guys know, as Canucks fans, this is something we're going to be talking about for the next 5 weeks. So let me know in the comments below, along with your score prediction and prediction of first Canucks goal scorer. Would you rather trade Boeser over Miller? Yes, Miller will probably get you more in return, but Boeser, there's probably more uncertainty because he needs a new contract by the end of this season as opposed to next season. So talk to me in the comments, Boeser vis-a-vis Miller, or maybe you want to trade both of them, maybe you don't want to trade either of them. Do you understand why we should try and look at trading at least one of them? Just let's open up the conversation down below. I'll do my best to redirect and reply, as always. Shout out to my sponsors, Perform and Transform, Personal Training and Weight Loss. Sign up now for a free 7-day trial. Use the link in my video descriptions. Thank you to Van City Experts Real Estate Group. Contact Jason Lim and his team for all of your real estate needs. Shout out to my legends, legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Justin Credible, legendary Andrew Chang, hero member, Nux fan number 29, Hall of Fame members, Jens 95, Sim Alexander, Chris Seifert, Adam Broomfield, Shannon Hollingworth, HSM, Fangirl Gaming, Smooth Groove, Funk You, and Carol Bovenlander. Thank you for your support as always, and thanks to the support of all members of all levels. You are listed in my video descriptions. If you want to become a member of the CCC Crew, press the join button underneath this during my videos, on the memberships tab on my YouTube channel. Franchise and up, we have a Zoom chat this Sunday night at 8:30. Looking forward to that, then followed by my regular live stream for everyone at 10 p.m. But in the meantime, it's Canucks, it's Sharks in San Jose tonight, 7:30 start, not 7 o'clock, 7:30 start. Give me your score prediction, give me your prediction of first Canucks goal scorer, and talk to me about Boeser, Miller, trade rumors. I want to know how you're feeling right now. Okay, friends, subscribe if you'd like to, like this video if you'd like to, become a member if you'd like to, leave a comment down below if you'd like to. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Have a great day. Enjoy the Canucks game. God bless, and go Canucks go.